The kind-hearted lady. Once upon a time, in a quiet village in Nigeria, there was a kind lady named Nkechi. Nkechi was like a warm hug for everyone. She always helped her neighbors, shared her food, and made everyone smile. But, even though she loved and cared for everyone, her own life was very sad. Nkechi got married to a gentleman named Chinedu when she was 35. They were very happy together, but Nkechi couldn't have any children. Year after year went by, and they remained childless. The other villagers whispered and pointed fingers, saying unkind things about Nkechi and Chinedu. Despite the hurtful words, Chinedu loved Nkechi very much. He promised that he would never leave her, no matter what. He stood by her side and made sure she knew she was loved. One day, a strange thing happened. A new woman named Uche moved into the village. Uche was mysterious and always wore dark clothes. She didn't speak much, but whenever she walked through the village, people felt uneasy. Some even said Uche had magical powers. One evening, Nkechi was sitting outside her home, feeling sad and lonely. Uche approached her and said softly, "I see your heart, Nkechi. There is a secret about your life that needs to be uncovered." Nkechi was surprised. "What do you mean?" she asked. Uche only smiled and then left, walking slowly into the darkening woods. Nkechi felt a chill. What secret could Uche be talking about? Was there something hidden that could change her life? That night, Nkechi couldn't sleep. She decided to follow Uche into the woods. With a lantern in hand, she walked carefully among the trees. The forest was quiet, and the only sound was the crunch of leaves under her feet. Suddenly, Nkechi saw a faint light ahead. She hurried toward it and found Uche standing beside a big, old tree. Uche turned and said, "There is something you must know about your past. It holds the key to your future." Nkechi's heart raced. What could this mysterious woman be talking about? And what secret could her past hold? Uche handed Nkechi an old, dusty book. "This book will reveal the truth. But remember, the truth can be both beautiful and frightening." As Nkechi opened the book, the pages began to glow with a soft light. What would she discover inside? Would it bring answers or more questions? And what does Uche really know about Nkechi's past? The night was full of secrets and mysteries, and Nkechi was about to uncover a truth that could change everything. Nkechi held the book tightly. The light from the pages made her eyes sparkle. She looked up at Uche, who was still standing by the old tree. "Should I read it now?" Nkechi asked. Uche nodded. "Yes, but be careful. The book holds many secrets." Nkechi took a deep breath and opened the book. The pages were filled with old pictures and strange writing. She saw a picture of a woman who looked just like her, but younger. Next to the picture was a name, Ngozi. Who is Ngozi? Nkechi wondered out loud. Uche's eyes were serious. Ngozi was your grandmother. She was a very special woman. Nkechi flipped through the pages, finding stories about Ngozi helping people and making magic with plants and herbs. The stories seemed magical, like fairy tales. Suddenly, one page had a drawing of a big tree with roots going deep into the ground. There was a little box under the tree, and the drawing said, "Find the box to find the answer." Nkechi looked at Uche with wide eyes. "Where is this tree?" she asked. Uche pointed towards a part of the woods. "It's not far from here. Follow the path and look for the big tree." Nkechi felt excited and nervous. She thanked Uche and hurried to the woods again. The night was getting darker, but the light from the book helped her see. She followed the path Uche pointed to. After walking for a while, she found a big, old tree with thick roots. Nkechi looked around and saw the small box mentioned in the drawing. She carefully dug under the tree and found the box. It was small and covered in dirt. With shaking hands, Nkechi opened the box. Inside, there was a beautiful necklace and a letter. Nkechi picked up the letter and read. "Dear Nkechi, if you find this letter, it means you are on the path to discovering your true self. This necklace has the power to bring what you desire most. Wear it with love and trust. With all my heart, Ngozi." Nkechi's heart raced. Could this necklace help her? What would happen next? As she held the necklace, a feeling of warmth and hope filled her heart. But she still had many questions. What would the necklace do? How would it change her life? Nkechi knew she needed to find Uche and tell her about the necklace. But where was Uche? The night was getting very dark. With the necklace in her hand, Nkechi set out to find her mysterious friend, hoping for answers and maybe a bit of magic. Nkechi walked through the dark woods, holding the glowing necklace close. She looked for Uche, hoping to find her quickly. The trees looked spooky in the dark, but Nkechi was brave. She walked and walked, calling softly, "Uche? Uche, where are you?" Suddenly, she heard a rustling sound. She turned and saw Uche coming through the trees. Uche's dark clothes seemed to shine in the moonlight. "Uche?" Nkechi said. "I found the box. I found the necklace and the letter." Uche smiled. "Let me see the necklace." Nkechi handed it over. Uche looked at it carefully. "This necklace is very special. It's not just any necklace. It has magic that can help you." Nkechi felt her heart flutter. "How does it work? What should I do with it?" Uche's eyes twinkled. "The necklace will help you find what you need most. But you must wear it with a pure heart. The magic will only work if you believe." Nkechi put the necklace around her neck. It felt warm and nice against her skin. "Will it help me and Chinidu have a baby?" Uche nodded slowly. "It may. But remember, magic works in mysterious ways. You must also trust in yourself and in Chinidu." Nkechi felt hopeful but also nervous. "What should I do next?" Uche pointed back to the village. "Go home and wait. The magic might not work right away, but be patient and stay positive. Good things take time." Nkechi thanked Uche and walked back to her home, feeling hopeful and excited. The night seemed a little brighter now, and she could almost imagine a happy future. When she got home, Chinidu was waiting for her. He saw the necklace and smiled. "Is this something special?" Nkechi nodded. "Yes, it is. Uche gave it to me. She said it might help us." Chinidu took Nkechi's hand. "We've always believed in each other. Let's hope this necklace will bring us some joy." They went to bed, holding each other close. Nkechi hoped for a miracle. The next morning, she woke up with a feeling of new hope and excitement. What would happen next? Would the magic of the necklace bring them what they wished for? Only time would tell. Nkechi and Chinidu were ready to see what the future held. They waited for their dreams to come true, holding on to their hope and love. Days passed, and Nkechi and Chinidu waited for something special to happen. They wore the necklace every day, believing in its magic. But nothing changed right away. One sunny morning, Nkechi went to the market to buy food. She wore the necklace and felt a little nervous. She hoped it would bring some magic into her life. At the market, Nkechi saw Uche standing by a stall, looking at vegetables. Uche waved at Nkechi and smiled. "How are you, Nkechi? Any changes?" Nkechi shook her head. "Not yet. But I am still hopeful." Uche looked thoughtful. "Sometimes, magic takes time. But it's also important to keep your heart open. Sometimes, the magic is already working, but you might not see it." Nkechi nodded and went on with her shopping. She bought fruits, vegetables, and some spices. As she was leaving, she saw a little girl sitting alone by the side of the road. The girl looked sad and dirty. Nkechi's heart ached. She went up to the girl and asked, "Are you okay? Why are you alone?" The girl looked up with big, sad eyes. "I lost my way. I don't know how to get home." Nkechi felt a strong urge to help. She took the girl's hand and said, "Don't worry. I will help you find your home." Nkechi asked around and found out where the girl lived. She walked with the girl to her house, which was a small hut on the edge of the village. The girl's family was very grateful and invited Nkechi to stay for a meal. Nkechi spent some time with the family and felt very happy to help. As she walked home, she noticed something different. She felt lighter and more hopeful than before. That evening, Chinedu came home and noticed the change in Nkechi. "You look happier today. Did something good happen?" Nkechi smiled. "I helped a little girl find her home. It felt really good to do something kind." Chinedu smiled back. "Maybe the necklace is bringing some magic after all." Just then, there was a knock at the door. A woman from the village was standing outside. She looked excited. "Nkechi, I have something for you." The woman handed Nkechi a small, wrapped package. "This was left for you. It has been in the village for a long time, waiting for someone kind to find it." Nkechi opened the package carefully. Inside, she found a beautiful old baby blanket and a note that read, "To Nkechi and Chinedu. This blanket was made with love and hope. It is meant for a special baby. May it bring joy to your home. With warm wishes, the village elder." Nkechi's eyes filled with tears of joy. Could this be a sign that the magic was working? She hugged the blanket tightly and looked at Chinedu. They both felt a new wave of hope. What would happen next? Would the magic continue to work? Would they find the happiness they had been waiting for? Nkechi and Chinedu were ready to find out, with the blanket and their hearts full of hope. Nkechi and Chinedu looked at the beautiful blanket. They were so happy and hopeful. They put the blanket in a special place in their home, imagining a baby wrapped in it someday. Every day, Nkechi and Chinedu continued to wear the magic necklace and take good care of each other. They felt a little more hopeful with each passing day. One bright morning, Nkechi went to visit Uche. She wanted to tell her about the blanket and the good feeling she had. Uche was sitting by her favorite tree, waiting for Nkechi. "Uche?" Nkechi said, smiling. "We got a special blanket from the village elder. It made us feel so hopeful." Uche's eyes sparkled. "That is wonderful. Sometimes, the magic works in small ways before it brings something big. Keep believing and keep being kind." Nkechi thanked Uche and went back home. She felt good about the future. One evening, as the sun was setting, Nkechi and Chinedu heard a knock on their door. It was a messenger from the village. He looked excited. "Hello. I have a message for you," the messenger said. "The village is planning a special celebration. We want to honor you both for your kindness and love." Nkechi and Chinedu were surprised and pleased. "What is the celebration for?" Chinedu asked. The messenger smiled. "It's a festival to celebrate hope and new beginnings. Everyone wants to thank you for all the good things you have done." Nkechi and Chinedu prepared for the festival. They wore their best clothes and put on the magic necklace. The village was decorated with colorful lights and flowers. There was music and dancing, and everyone seemed so happy. During the festival, people came up to Nkechi and Chinedu to say thank you and share stories of how they had helped. Nkechi felt so loved and appreciated. As the festival went on, Uche appeared once more, walking through the crowd. She approached Nkechi with a big smile. "You have done so much for everyone. Sometimes, magic shows us our worth before giving us what we truly wish for." Nkechi and Chinedu enjoyed the festival and felt a warm glow inside. They continued to hope and believe in their dreams. As the festival ended and people went home, Nkechi and Chinedu felt a new sense of excitement. They wondered if this celebration was a sign of something special coming soon. What would happen next? Would the magic of the necklace bring them the joy they had been dreaming of? They were ready to see what the future held. With hearts full of hope and love, Nkechi and Chinedu looked forward to the next chapter of their lives, waiting for their dreams to come true. As the days went by after the festival, Nkechi and Chinedu continued to wear the magic necklace, believing in its power. They stayed positive and kept helping others, their hearts filled with love and hope. One morning, Nkechi felt a bit different. She went to see the village healer, who smiled warmly and said, "Nkechi, you are going to have a baby." Nkechi's eyes filled with tears of joy. She ran home to Chinedu and shared the wonderful news. They both hugged and cried with happiness. The magic necklace had indeed worked, and their dreams were coming true. The village celebrated with them, throwing a special party for the news. Everyone was so excited and happy for Nkechi and Chinedu. Months passed, and Nkechi gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. They named her Amora, which means grace. The joy in their home was endless. Amora grew up strong and happy, and soon, Nkechi and Chinedu had more children, 2 more daughters and a son. Their home was filled with laughter and love. As the years went by, Amora and her siblings grew up, married, and had their own children. Nkechi and Chinedu's house was always bustling with their grandchildren, and later, their great-grandchildren. Nkechi and Chinedu grew old together, surrounded by their loving family. They watched their children and grandchildren grow, and their hearts were full of gratitude and joy. Their once empty home was now alive with the sounds of children playing and family gatherings. The magic of the necklace had brought them the family they had always dreamed of. Nkechi and Chinedu knew that their love, hope, and kindness had created something truly special. As they grew older, Nkechi and Chinedu continued to love and support each other. They saw their children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren thriving, and they knew they had lived a blessed life. In the end, Nkechi and Chinedu were surrounded by the family they had always longed for. They lived happily ever after, their hearts full of love and their lives full of the joy they had always wished for. Their story was a reminder that with love, hope, and kindness, dreams can come true. The end. Subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos.